Of all the things to be upset about with the WNBA, of all the things there are to criticize this league about, you want to criticize them over this? You want to criticize the LA Sparkles over this? The Sparkles shouldn't be criticized. They should be emulated. The rest of the dumps in the WNBA, they should be copying this marketing strategy. For years, the WNBA has claimed to be a professional women's basketball league. Of course, there are a couple of problems with this claim. Number one, the basketball in the WNBA is nowhere close to being professional, which is why I call it pretend basketball. And number two, historically, the women that the WNBA choose to promote don't always look like women. For example, how many women do you know that look and sound like Bob Griner? Hey, it's me, Bobby G. I play in the WNBA even though I look like a model for Just for Men. For decades, one of the biggest problems in this league has been that men are not attracted to the players and women can't relate to the players. Men and women watch television differently. I like mob shows. I like shows with historical context. Narcos, for example, one of my favorite shows. I rewatch all 3 seasons every year. My wife doesn't like Narcos. She doesn't like to read subtitles, and she doesn't really give a damn about Pablo Escobar. If I asked her who Pablo Escobar was, she would probably assume that he's the guy outside cutting our grass. She prefers reality shows with manufactured drama. She prefers reality shows that pretend to be real, but they're just mostly fabricated. But one of the reasons that she watches every spinoff of The Real Housewives, besides the constant fights, is because she likes the fashion. She wants to see what they're wearing, how they're dressed. She watches women that she can relate to. For the entirety of their existence, there has been very few players in the WNBA that most women can relate to. To their credit, the LA Sparkles are trying to change that perception. This week, the Sparkles promoted their game against the Seattle identifiers on social media. Instead of showcasing a bearded beauty, the Sparkles decided to showcase an actual beauty. As part of their promotion, they included point guard Sarah Ashlee Barker in what appears to be a brassiere. And it worked. The promotion was viewed almost 11 million times on Twitter. Unfortunately, not all of the feedback was positive, as lonely men who prefer bearded women accused the LA Sparkles of being misogynist. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channel in the description below. Now, here is the promotion from the LA Sparkles. Check it out for yourself. No big deal, right? I know this might be shocking for some men who haven't interacted with a woman since birth, but for most people, this is similar to what you would see women wear at the beach, or when they're laying by the pool, sunbathing. But lonely men on social media, they were shocked by this feminine display, and they expressed their fake outrage. This is outrageous! These misogynists are taking advantage and sexualizing this poor victim. This is why our precious WNBA is not taken seriously. This is not why the WNBA is not taken seriously. The WNBA isn't taken seriously because it's some of the worst basketball imaginable. This is the same league that wants Angel Reese to be the face of the league. The same Angel Reese who can't make layups while standing on an 8-foot ladder. I know this is a hard concept for lonely men to understand, but the LA Sparkles are trying to sell tickets. On average, the WNBA loses $10 million every year. Last season, they managed to set records by losing $50 million. Obviously, their previous marketing strategy is not working. They have got to find a way to get people to pay to watch this turd. Unlike most teams in the dump, The Sparkles don't have the benefit of playing in a high school gym. They use the same arena that the Lakers use. So instead of having to sell 3,000 tickets, they've got to sell 17,000. Next Sunday, the Sparkles host the Chicago Bravado. They're playing Angel Reese, big star. Tickets are still available all over the arena with lower bowl seats selling for $50. The point is, they've got to find a way to sell tickets. Promoting masculine women has not worked, so they decided to promote a woman that women can relate to. And what happens? They get crucified by lonely men. The formula is simple. It should not be a hard concept to grasp. It's a formula that the WNBA has ignored for years, and look how that's worked out. If you can get women to support the league, men will follow. When Mark Cuban bought the Dallas Mavericks, one of the first things he did was market the team to single women. Why? Because he knew where single women were, single men would follow. Why do you think nightclubs have ladies' night? Why do you think bars allow women to get in free? It's not because the bar owner is a gentleman. He's using the women to bring in the men, hoping the men will buy double the drinks. I don't understand why the WNBA refuses to use the formula. Who cares if you receive backlash from lonely men on social media? You know what most of those men don't have? Money. Either because they're unemployed or they donate their check to their favorite OnlyFans model. So they're not financially supporting your league anyway. Companies have been using this same formula for decades, so I don't understand why it's a massive problem when the WNBA tries to do the same thing. But give me your thoughts on this. The LA Sparkles put one of their players in lingerie, I guess, to promote their game against the Seattle Identifiers. In terms of generating interest and attention, the promotion worked. It was seen almost 11 million times. Was it a cheap tactic or was it smart marketing? You tell me. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you on the main channel.